My name's Aaron, welcome back to my channel. How are you? I'm fantastic and I'm doing really well. And today I'm reviewing the fragrance which everyone chose on the Instagram, on YouTube. And I am reviewing Naxos. Very excited, never come across this brand before. So this is £159 about for 100ml. The top notes are bergamot, lemon, lavender, middle notes are jasmine, sambac, cinnamon, honey, cashmere. Base notes are tobacco leaf, tonka bean and vanilla. Yes, the price was all over the place. Do we have a full-size bottles of Naxos? Are we engaged with our higher self? Let's get testing. Alright, it is gorgeous packaging, but I never review packaging. So what you're hit with is a combination of citruses, lavender, vanillin, coumarin and ethyl whipping through the base based on isu super and hedium. It has some dryness to it, which is the lily of the valley, or which is known one particular latrillis, and latrillis is fantastic to slightly dry out a formulation. So this contains a compound called heliotropin, and heliotropin is a very interesting raw material. It can be converted into MDMA, and you have to have a very special license to get it, obviously, and it's got to be stored correctly, and it's got to be marked down and all this, and you have to go through the Home Office to actually get it. But it smells of almonds. It's a really fantastic raw material to use. And you can smell this. This is getting better as it's drying down. And obviously combined with vanillin and other sort of fruit compounds makes this a oriental gourmand. The honey note's fantastic. So it reminds me of an invigorating standing body. This is a really good summer hot fragrance when you want to smell fresh and clean and sweet and gourmandy. It has patchouli, and patchouli mixed with vanilla and is particularly gorgeous and scrumptious. It has undoubtedly that ethyl vanillin because it smells of ice creamy, and it has some other compounds in that are slightly peachy and vanilla-y. So this is a really heavy duty vanilla based fragrance, extended classically with benzyl salicylate, dihydromercanol and linalool. That's the way to extend through vanilla to give it that sort of top note. And then if you've got this, you'll notice there is a compound beginning with A, and what that does is it smells of bit aniseedy, and that gives this. This is a really classic way to put together a gourmand. It's not going off, it's very stable. On to my final thoughts. This I like very much. I think it's technically brilliant. I love fragrances when it's just technical perfumery at its finest. So this is just sweet, creamy, vanilla-y, fresh, which is really tough to do. I can tell you from experience, it's very tough. And it just smells stable, and the heliotropin is gorgeous, and it mixed with all of it is just really gorgeous. And again, I don't really know what's not to like about this, to be perfectly honest with you. It's just a really nice fragrance. And on my skin it's drying sort of slightly flatter, but I imagine on some other people's skin this would be quite monstrous. It's one of those fragrances, and that is because of the naturals in it. Naturals interact differently on people's skin, so you'll find in some fragrance companies that use high amounts of naturals that they smell different on different people, whereas fragrances that are primarily aroma chemicals, they smell the same on everyone. So this is going to act differently and smell differently on different people's skin. The dry down is gorgeous, and this is going to dry down to a particularly gorgeous skin scent, and I would imagine this is just a brilliant signature scent, and I would imagine this is just fantastic in warmer climates, because I know that citruses under UV light tend to have that sort of real explosive quality, combined with the clean white musk are going to give it a beautiful blue. I mean, you've got that hedione and the ethyl brass weight, and it's just really well done unisex. I think this is just a signature scent, to be honest. I don't know what's not to like. My only criticism is on myself. I'd like slightly more projection. I'd like to project slightly more for me personally, but I do think it's particularly gorgeous. So I'll go through my mock suit. Technically, this is superb, brilliant perfumery done by people who are very, very skilled. That's affordable for the price. Yes, I do think it's worth the price actually, because you get a monstrous size bottle. So this at 50ml will be about £75. So this, I think, in an aspect is sort of slightly underpriced, which is a bit weird for the amount of naturals and really good raw materials. They're using some really nice things in this. I think it's sort of slightly underpriced. If I was to get my hands on this, I'd make it nuclear. That's all I'm going to say. I'll sort of make this a filler room. And that's my only criticism is like I would love this to have that transferring sensual quality to it, but for the price, I think it's particularly gorgeous and scrumptious. I can totally understand why people love this. I'm going to mark this a 9.5 out of 10, and the half mark coming off because I would like this to be more projecting on me. That is my only criticism, but for the price. No, I love the powderiness. I think it's excellent, and it's for the price because it's so well priced. Now I'm going to mark it a 10 because the price is really, really good, and also the marks are particularly high because they're not claiming things which aren't in it. They're not claiming crazy things brought down from hills with unicorns and all that stuff. It's just that honesty behind it, to be real honest, which I think perfumery needs to be much more of. Yes, I'm going to mark it a 10. I think it's really, really good, excellent. The price is sort of what's pushing it up, to be honest with you. Technically, it's brilliant. All the legal paperwork's there. I think it fits the brief perfectly. It fits the name perfectly. I think it is excellent. And this, I think, deserves to go sort of things that I consider, particularly inspiring things that I consider just dead on. And, you know, I'm being finicky and, you know, I need to calm down a little bit for that. So I hope you love that review. Thumbs up and subscribe for more fascinating, interesting content. Lots of moving hands and lots of fragrance reviews. I hope you're staying safe and well, and I'll see you soon.